In 1865, a weary group of old men and young boys stood before a great general to receive a final order. He said, "Hold your head high, for there is no shame in doing that which you believe was right. You've been good soldiers, and my final command to you is go home to your families and be good Americans. Just like my great-great-great-grandfather, I too have sworn to follow this command given by my general."
Country and Robert E. Lee, God, country and Robert E. Lee, God, country and Robert E. Lee, God help me follow Robert E. Lee, oh help me follow Robert E. Lee. When those rebel thoughts start, I have to look inside my heart to that place where must Roberts be, so his order can calm me. God, country, and Robert E. Lee, God, country, and Robert E. Lee, God, country, and Robert E. Lee, God help me follow Robert E. Lee, oh help me follow Robert E. Lee. Now I wear their uniforms of green, I salute their flag and eat their beans. And if you ask me why this be, I'm following the order of Robert E. Lee. God, country, and Robert E. Lee, God, country, and Robert E. Lee, God, country, and Robert E. Lee, God help me follow Robert E. Lee, oh help me follow Robert E. Lee. Yes, I'm a rebel that they tried to write off until some foreign country ticks them off. If you wanna see a commie shine, let him hear a rebel cry. God, country, and Robert E. Lee, God, country, and Robert E. Lee, God, country, and Robert E. Lee, God help me follow Robert E. Lee, oh help me follow Robert E. Lee. Well, sometimes they tick me off before my temper hits the loft. I simply say you can't beat me, I'm following the order of Robert E. Lee. God, country, and Robert E. Lee, God, country, and Robert E. Lee, God, country, and Robert E. Lee, God help me follow Robert E. Lee, oh help me follow Robert E. Lee. Well, I pay my taxes and I do my best. After work I try to get some rest. They raise my taxes but I don't cry. I follow the order of Lee or die. God, country, and Robert E. Lee, God, country, and Robert E. Lee, God, country, and Robert E. Lee, God help me follow Robert E. Lee, oh help me follow Robert E. Lee. When my heart stops that southern sound, my grayish blood is in the ground. That rebel horseman comes to take me home. Jesus, forgive me for the sins I've sown. God, country, and Robert E. Lee, God, country, and Robert E. Lee, God, country, and Robert E.